Hey guys, what's up? Steve Mortensen. Welcome to another Smallmouth Addiction. And I was just driving around today, and I had a thought that I wanted to quick share with you guys to get your opinion. And it has to deal with local tournaments, fishing tournaments versus fishing bigger nationwide tournament trails. And so I wanted your guys' opinion on something. So I've been fishing tournaments, gosh, for 20 plus years. A lot of local tournaments and some step up from the local tournaments like the BFLs and stuff like that. And you know, we're getting older. You know, I'm getting older, you know, every year. And I had some goals that I've had for 10, 15 years that I don't see happening unless I take that chance and opportunity to do it now. You know, I think a lot of us tournament anglers always had that dream of someday making it to the Bassmaster Classic, or you know, like the All-American or the Elites and stuff like that. And that's a big goal that I've always had. So this year, I've done some good in some tournaments. Almost won a BFL, made one little tiny mistake that cost me first place. I've won some 5th place, 6th place, and pretty much my biggest accomplishment for the year is I just made the 2022 Wisconsin State BASS team. So fished in the championship and qualified to represent the state team. So that's pretty cool. So I got a 6th place finish in the 2-day championship over on the Mississippi River, and I was really happy with that. So I look at it like this. I can continue to fish a lot of these local tournaments, which I love doing. Don't get me wrong, they're fun. I learn a lot. You know, entry fees are, you know, $150, $200, depending up to $300, depending on if they're individual single tournaments or if they're team tournaments. And it's fun because you can win some money, and you know, you really get out and you can really focus on your strengths, the lakes that you really love fishing, you know, and you can be really selective, which is that's a key. You know, that's definitely a plus when it comes to fishing. You know, I can fish the lakes that I'm really good on and consistently place really high in those tournaments. Okay, and you know, let's say I spend $10,000 a year fishing local tournaments. You know, and sometimes there's, you know, think about it, each different division, if you fish like 3 or 4, 5 to 6 tournaments per tournament. So you're talking, you know, 30, 40 tournaments just through the 4 or 5 months that we have good weather here in Wisconsin to competitively fish, you know, their circuit to try to make it to their championship at the end of the year, which is cool. You know, that's always fun. I love doing that. My thought is to achieve my goal and dream that I've always wanted, maybe back off and only fish a very select amount of the local tournaments that I love doing so much, and take that chance and step it up to fish the bigger national opens, to really try to qualify, to make it to the classic, to make it to the elites, to really prove to myself that I have what it takes to compete. And I think that would be a good option. Now the thing is, it's still going to be the same amount of money. That's the thing. I mean, the entry fees are more, but there's less tournaments. I don't need to fish 50 tournaments. You know, I only need to fish maybe 5, 4, you know, for a few different divisions. If I want to go, you know, with Major League Fishing, or if I want to go BASS, or do both, you know. You know, so I think, you know, that's a good choice. The only difference is now you're gonna have time away from family for travel and hotel and gas and food, and you know, just all that little extra expenses. But I think it's going to be about the same. I really do. It might even be cheaper, to be honest. And I think that might be fun because I love challenging myself. I love going to new bodies of water I've never been to and figuring those lakes out, and just saying, hey, I did it, you know. So that's just my thought process on that. So I wanted to know what you guys thought, if you think that's a good option as far as making that change from local tournaments to the national opens, you know, like I said, the bigger tournaments. So just want your guys' opinion. So if you can, go ahead and post your comments down below. And if this is on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up. And other than that, I'll see you guys on the water.